I am so excited right now. I found out about this event about 2 weeks ago, and it was a free event. It's sponsored by NASA and the Rubin H. Fleet Center, and as you can see, we get to meet an astronaut. So I signed up for tickets right away, and it happens tomorrow. Oh, see, I ordered it on the 2nd, and I'm freaking out. We are going to meet Mark Polasnky. So I printed out a couple photographs that I'm hoping I can get him to sign. The main one I want him to sign is for Damien, and then I have 2 others, one for me and one for the person I'm going with. And like I said, I'm just super excited because like a year or 2 ago, I tried Googling to see if there was any way to like get in touch with any former or current astronauts, just to see if I can get an autograph for Damien, because I wanted to do that for his birthday. But it didn't work. So I'm excited. This is happening tomorrow, and I don't know if I'll be allowed to record anything while I'm in there, because it says right there that there's photography and video recording, so they might not allow other people to do it. But I will let you know how it goes. I can't wait. So it's 6 o'clock and the thing starts at 6:30, and it's an hour away. So we're gonna be a little late. By a little late, I mean like super late. But things came up, it happens. I'm still excited about going. Hopefully there aren't any more issues. But I'm gonna finish getting ready and hopefully we'll leave soon.
Hello. Hello. Well, first off, I want to start out by saying it's kind of funny how all the people walking by the front of this place have no idea there's an astronaut in here. Someone should tell them. But anyway, so we were talking about philosophy earlier. Have you heard of optimistic nihilism? No. It's basically, it's like kind of like a philosophy that goes against like the statistics of the bad things like about humanity, where if you look at the facts, unfortunately we might never be able to explore the stars, we might never leave the earth, and it really hurts to think that. But optimistic nihilism says that yes, maybe we can, we'll never leave a local group, we know that. That's just, the distance is just too far, but maybe we could explore the galaxy, have colonization, live for billions of years, let humanity thrive. What I want to know is, do you and your colleagues ever contemplate this idea when you guys talk among yourselves, and what do you think about that? Like, is it something that you hope for? Like, are you passionate about humanity's future? Like, I'm certain that like most of us are, like we're all here, you know, like.
So yeah, so absolutely, you know, and I never heard that before. You know, I think it would be closely aligned to what, you know, I grew up with, which was called a self-fulfilling prophecy, which basically is if you convince yourself that you're never going to get there, well, guess what? You're never going to get there. And so you have to go ahead and decide if you think something is achievable, and just because it's hard doesn't mean that it's not. And so there are, I mean, when I was growing up, I certainly thought that if I became an astronaut, because I wanted to be one when I was a kid, not realistically, but because I was a kid, I wanted to be one. But I wanted to be like the first guy to walk on Mars. Well, closest we are to Mars right now is to watch The Martian. But we I believe, have a lot of the technology that we need. We're not all the way there yet, but we have a lot of the technology developed that'll get us there with people. So we're getting closer. It's hard, it's very hard for a lot of reasons, but I mean, we'll get there, just not as fast as I would like. And so, and I don't mean this in a bad way for folks that don't have kids, but you know, as a father of children, the second that I had them, all of a sudden my outlook shifts a little bit. Now I'm thinking about not just my future, but their future. And so now I start thinking about things like that. And so when you start talking about, you know, exploring the solar system beyond going to Mars, because right now with what we know, it's going to take you about 6 to 9 months to get there, and then 6 to 9 months to get back, and that's not spending any time on the ground. You know, that's not something that you're going to want to do forever at that kind of a rate. And that means that if you're going to go anywhere beyond Mars, it's going to take a heck of a lot longer of a person's life to do that. So we have to find ways to go ahead and go faster. And how are we ever going to get beyond the solar system when you look at New Horizons and how many years it took to get to Pluto at the rate that we travel right now? So I'm a big believer in things like the only thing that limits us with regards to the speed of light is that we just haven't figured things out yet. And so all of the laws that we have with regards to physics and, you know, Einsteinian physics and relativity and all those things, I mean, they're all valid, but it's because that's the limit of our knowledge. So we just can't convince ourselves that because this is all we know today, that we're not going to be able to do something in the future because it doesn't make sense with what we know today. We just haven't figured it out yet. And so, as much as Star Trek and that is kind of like science fiction to me, I think there's a little bit in there, at least I want to believe this, that says there's just stuff we haven't figured out yet. But we're going to have to figure some of that stuff out. Otherwise, we are just going to be, you know, this species that at most maybe gets to Mars and back to the moon, but that's about
Be a
it.
page in a random alien's book. Humans. And then they'll show a picture of one of our satellites, like, existed from period 1, period 2, and that's it, right?
Well, there you go. So, you know, is it going to happen in my lifetime? I kind of doubt it, but, you know, it's got to happen eventually. I would like to sit there and put things in perspective and say, okay, where were we technologically in 1917 with regards to flight and everything like that? You know, we were barely infants. Well, we're so much more advanced now, but if you take 1,000-year time span, we're still just like infants. I mean, we've just barely gotten people up into space now, right? And so from that kind of a perspective, either, well, in one perspective you're really advanced, and another perspective you're really way back in the Stone Ages. So it's all a matter of perspective.
Alright, I'm home. We stopped and got food on the way back. I put Damien's in a frame already, and I'm super excited that we got to meet him. He was really nice. I felt rushed because there's so many people waiting to talk to him, so he only got one question. But he was super cool, and I can't wait to give this to Damien and hopefully hold on to this for a long time, because I think this is just amazing. So, yeah. Anyway, thanks for watching. Bye.